What's up, guys? It's John with National Sports Entertainment. And if you saw my last video, unfortunately, we missed our last pick. We had the Miami game going over, missed it by a few points. So tomorrow, obviously, technically today, we have more plays because there's just way more games. There's 3 games that I'm playing that I specifically like. Again, it's early on in the season, and there's really nothing strong jumping out at me either way. But I'll go into the 3 that I'm going to be playing, and here are the 3 picks. So the first one that I do like here is I like South Carolina to beat North Carolina. It's a pretty simple reason. I know it sounds goofy. North Carolina had a good year last year. I think Duke had a pretty good year too. They're predominantly basketball schools, and I really don't think they're going to have great football teams for many straight years. I'm not saying they're going to be trash. I just would think that the Gamecocks over the Tar Heels would have a better year. Also, I like North Carolina because I think anytime the public sees a ranked team versus an unranked team, even if it's a team that's not a top 10 ranked, but 21st ranked, and South Carolina with a win is probably ranked. Even with that, I think the public is still more likely to be on the ranked team here. And Carolina, it's hardly an away game. So I do like in this game, I like the South Carolina Gamecocks to win that game. There are 2 other ones that I like, mainly because I just think the lines are a little off. The second one I like is Oklahoma. It's the same reason I like USC. So we're 2-2 on the year. I'll go into that in a second. USC was giving up a lot of points in week 1. We're still in week 1, I guess. And Oklahoma, sure, they're a much better team. But again, you're giving up 36 points. I don't see the public, that many people on the public slamming minus 36. Maybe for a top 5 team. I just don't see it in this game. So nothing crazy, just lines. Now the third game I like is a narrative game. So again, I like South Carolina to win and I like Oklahoma to cover the 36. This one's a narrative game, and I don't think they're going to pay the public. So Colorado has, I think they're saying they're the biggest liability to Vegas if they were to win the national championship. And that's because they don't even need the highest handle. Even if they have 5% of the handle with the payouts, I believe they're 40-1 or something. They might even be crazier because they're a horrible team. There's just no way they're going to pay that out. But I do think they're going to make them more competitive than they've been. I don't think this Coach Prime story, if they were already a decent team, that would make sense. But they're so bad, it's almost, I don't want to say it like a fallacy, like it can't get worse. But I don't see a reason of them setting up Dion to just go there and do even worse. So Max Duggan's gone, so you might not have people that high on TCU. But again, if they're looking at Colorado and TCU, I think if anything, people are going to slam the money line if they want to play this game for the Colorado. But I love the Colorado covers. That's my play. I like them to cover because I don't think they're going to have Dion get pummeled in his first week. Now, sure, it could be like a replacements thing, I guess, where they do really bad and then he starts slowly rebuilding. But they're talking about how it's one of the craziest rebuilds that we've ever seen. I think they're going to come out of this season swinging. And sure, they're going to pay the public on some games. But on the season opener, when everybody's excited and they're going to be getting like plus 700, whatever it is, I don't know the exact line. It's going to be pretty crazy. I just don't see them paying that out. But I do see very possibly a close game, win, no cover. So that's what I think happens. I think TCU wins, no covers. And I like Colorado here to cover the 20.5. Now, I was going to cover my first NFL game. The only reason I didn't is because we have Saturday, and obviously college is coming up now in less than 12 hours. So I wanted to get the games out that I really liked. If any more come out, if I always usually do a video. The ones I can't do a video on, I'll drop in my Discord and on my membership site. But for the most part, I try and get them all on the video. But those are the 3 I like. I didn't go crazy going through them. Now, as you can see, these are all leg 1s. Okay, we just lost a leg 2. Which means that one's going to go to a leg 3. And I have a game already planned for that. I already have a leg 3 planned. That's why none of these are leg 3s, just so you know. I could make one of these a leg 3. If I was going to, gun to head, I would make Colorado covers the leg 3. I'm pretty confident in that cover. But it's going to be an NFL game. And it's not a shocker. I've mentioned it a few times, but it's the Chiefs-Lions game. I think that game is a very favorable game. And I just don't think the line makes sense. So I'll be going into that literally tomorrow, probably today, because it'll probably be later tonight. Again, if there's another college game I see, I'll definitely do a video, try and get anything else I see. But I don't want to just play games to play them. I like to obviously profit the best we can. So these are my 3 plays. They're all leg 1s. And then obviously I'll have our football or NFL videos out as well. I know a lot of people have been wanting me to put them out, but people were asking me to put them out months ago. And, I could easily have just, covered every single team and every matchup of week 1. But I'd just be recovering it now because a lot of things might have changed. And I didn't want to just do a video to do it. So I like to cover things as they come and also assess things. So anything can change. Not much has changed from the week 1 that I've looked at. Not a lot of line movement. But there are a couple games that I like off the bat. You look at the Steelers, Niners, and, in my next video I'll go into these. You could leave in the comments if you think that line's a little fishy. And it's not the only one. So, as I said, I have a leg 3 planned for the Miami loss. That didn't go over. These are all going to be leg 1s, so just 1 unit if you're following the system. And I'll be covering mostly because with the NFL it's a little easier. We kind of have an idea of what they're going to be doing with teams. I'll try and cover as many of the NFL games as I can. Again, sometimes I just won't play certain games because I don't think it's worth it. But for the NFL, for the most part, we did phenomenal last year. We did good with college too, but it was really more as the season went on because we were just playing spreads. And it's pretty crazy how good you do when you just play spreads. So I always like to do a little recap and then also go into what I like going forward. So those are my 3 college plays. Of the 3, this is my favorite. Again, I like Colorado to cover. My second favorite would probably be Oklahoma to cover the 36. And then my third, my least favorite, I guess, of the 3 would be the South Carolina win. But I like all 3 of them, and obviously it's the reason I picked them out. So take care, everybody, and happy earnings.